Chrissy, what'd you think?
I eat pussy, so listen to me.
I love this machine.
I think the ultimate problem with Disney's The Predator, whether you like this or not, this is a Disney product through and through. It is the most 5 out of 10 movie in a year of 5 out of 10 movies. This is the most 2025 fucking movie of 2025. And if we want to even go back to 2024, we're going to have the same arguments as we did for Alien Romulus, for the beginning of Alien Earth, for Thunderbolts, for Superman. It's just these really mid movies where people will be arguing, is it a 4 out of 10 or is it a 7 out of 10? And you're somewhere in the middle.
Those are both generous. I'd say 5 is generous. When it came to Alien Earth, I think everybody understood the problem with making the xenomorph A side threat, and B, the pet dog of a new protagonist. But that is kind of what they've done to the Predator in this Predator movie. Yeah. It's not that different.
If it was generic B sci-fi movie with creature and robot teaming up with cute little creature, I think it would be a mildly entertaining movie, except for the end. I have a problem with the end. Okay. So I am fine with the first 20 minutes. We're setting up this planet with all these little dangerous things that they kind of just fucking forget about. And I'm fine following Deck. I am. He's ugly as fuck. He's supposed to be ugly. No, he's not. You could have made your runt look better than this. He looks way too fucking human. And by the way, I took my kid and his friend. They hated it worse than I did. So they're like, fuck, I'm tired of coming to movies with you, Dad. The problem was this was a Predator movie that has gone through focus groups. Like, you can just totally tell people
we need more jokes.
And it's violent, but it's the most boring, generic form of violence. There's tons of violence in it, and you see synths get torn apart, but it's like meaningless. For one, the synths are mostly the dude, right? And we know nothing of that synth at all. They're just there to be red shirts to be completely destroyed.
Yeah, the red shirts.
And it turns into the synth story about halfway through the movie. It turns into her story her sister. And real quick, the queer coding that people are going to put on this, the access media, because I saw some people running, they're going to put this on because he's a runt. And that's what they see as the queer coding. Like, all runts of the litter are gay. Now, that's a stretch. Nobody sees the world like that, but maybe fucking they do. My biggest problem with this movie was at the end when they take this big creature that they're after. What the fuck was it called again? It was called the
Callus.
It was called the Callus.
Khaled.
And they made it sound like this badass creature that his dad was afraid of. His fucking huge hulking
Nobody's been able to kill it. It's unkillable.
And they made it look fucking goofy. It looked like it walked out of The Mandalorian. It did. The big badass creature, the big scary one.
They forehead touched, man. They forehead touched in this motherfucking movie.
They did. They fucking did. It would almost make more sense, Shad, if there was a romance in this between the synth and Deck. It would make more sense. It would, but they went away with that because they did the very Disney thing of we're all going to be pals and forehead touch.
My biggest criticism for the film, and I do have big criticisms for it, right? This isn't a perfect film. I have far less of an issue with the narrative and the characters and the overall arc. I actually think that's done pretty well, but there are big inconsistencies on a plot level. Like, they set up the Callus as this unbeatable monster that the dad is afraid of, and then it's found out the Predators have a weapon that can one-shot it and take it out completely. Yeah. And that's completely retarded. Not only do they incapacitate it halfway through with that weapon, that's how it's ultimately killed with that weapon as well. It's like this, you're undermining a very important plot point with what you're executing here. And so that is a letdown. I think there's two final confrontations climaxes. The climax with the true antagonist, which is the evil synth lady and stuff, is actually anticlimactic. But the final, then the next one where he fights his dad, I like that. I was like, okay, that is actually more badass.
It felt that would have been way more entertaining than wasting all the fucking time they did at the end of the movie, and maybe learning more about the Predator culture. I mean, like, okay, as far as the lore is concerned, not that many people have read the comic books. They touch on some of the stuff, but actually nothing really specific. They go through, they bring in broad strokes from the comic books that most human beings are not going to know. And it really does feel like if you watch the first Predator in this, You would not believe that's from the same franchise at all.
The big issue is that when you try and go and explain this mysterious alien, you ruin the mystery, obvious, right?
Yeah.
I like the idea of this being its rite of passage, but the way it should have been handled, it should have been like a 5-minute setup. We're dropping you on this planet. You need to survive 24 hours, kill the biggest thing, whatever. And then it's
Here's
about the
their
creature
biggest
going
Cut out
through the
Wayland
rite of
Yutani.
passage.
Cut out Wayland Yutani completely.
we didn't talk about that these are Wayland Yutani synths.
Time period.
These are
Aliens
synths from
and-
Alien that are now Disney Wayland Yutani synths.
Yeah.
The movie's thematic point is, and I think this is also where some of those journalists are reading queer coding into it. The movie tells you pretty much explicitly the actual big monster you have to overcome isn't the big monster, it's societal expectations. This is the culmination of the Predator's arc, and it's the culmination of the Android's arc as well. Both of them have to learn that the societies and the families they grew up with are essentially wrong and evil. And once you come to realize that, you gain your inner strength, and that's what you require to kill them. And killing the old and making way for the new is, of course, very on brand.
You have your found family.
That was Thunderbolts. I mean, that has been so many, the found family, that has been so many Disney products of this year in particular. I think another thing that we could talk about the little creature, since the spoilers have come up. They have a little like baby Yoda creature that looks awful. And so the big bad creature is Mama trying to protect her little baby. So the creature's not even bad in this. This big bad creature of planet kill, everything wants to kill you, is just mommy trying to protect her cute little baby. The real bad guys are corporation.
All provided to you by Disney.
Corporation.
A large corporation.
So the thing is, I'm hearing, well, they what do you want? This is something new with the Predator. It is not anything new in science fiction. There is zero new in this. This is Enemy Mine and Homeward Bound. That's basically what they did. My biggest problem was just how like nothing I felt when I walked out of it.
Bored?
It was dingy. The effects were not great. A lot of them were shot really dark.
There was a lot of bad effects. And what was the budget of this thing? Like 110 million?
100 million. It's not a Tron Ares budget, which is smart.
But the thing is, when you have that much, because there was a decent amount of action set pieces in this, and some of it does look fucking wonky. But when you're doing it for $100 million and you have that much stuff going on, like I can get it, but still, it's in there. That's what they made. That's what they made.
Like the funny thing is, like, Prey is the movie everybody said it should have been in theaters. It should have been in theaters. And I'm not a fan of Prey. And I think Prey is a better Predator movie than this.
Oh, much better. It makes Prey look like a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Lots of people praised it when it came out. I watched it and thought, A, I think it's overrated just based on the number of people praising it. And B, on its own terms, I don't think it's particularly good. But it's way more interesting. There's more character, there's more to say, and it does more interesting things with the Predator than this Predator movie where the Predator is a protagonist, because he's just an empty, boring shell of a protagonist. We have loads of empty, boring shell protagonists. We don't need another one. And we definitely don't need to be taking some of the better villains in science fiction and turning them into empty, boring protagonists.
I am a nerd who, I would love to see other stuff adapted, and I'm not against sequels, but I am now. Just make something fucking new. Stop with this shit. It's not good enough to justify its existence. Predator is not a franchise. It is one fucking movie, maybe two. Nerd Cookies came out and said, and I love her for it, Predator 2 is like a butt sweat cocaine fueled movie. That's exactly why I like it. We need more coke, less woke in Hollywood. And I say that as a sober person. I won't take it, but I really want my producers back on cocaine and doing crazy shit.
Makes good art.
It makes good art. And this is just safe, boring product.
Nerderotic.com. Please subscribe.